Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Isn't it funny that today, the first day of fall, September 23rd, it's very nice out. My car said it was like 57 degrees, taking my kids to the two different schools that they have to go to. And it's sunny. There's not even like a single cloud in the sky. And all weekend, it rained and rained and rained. Did it stop raining at any point? Maybe. How many times did my sump pump run? A lot, which is a good sign probably, right? A little unnerving at first when you hear the sump pump. You're like, oh my gosh, what is that? Somebody starting an old car in my basement? No, it's the sump pump working to pull water and then shoot it out into the backyard via that long thing. You know me and my technical stuff. So the weekend was a total wash, but there were so many events that still took place, and people were going over the side of the Laurel building in downtown Muscatine with Over the Edge. Glad that still happened. And again, it was a bummer because it rained so much, and you think about everything that happened, and some events had to be canceled, which is too bad. I know that Special Olympics had some flag football in Cedar Rapids that they ended up canceling amongst other events. Quad Cities Marathon was yesterday. They didn't cancel that. People running in the rain. Whew, that's a lot of running. I saw a lot of my friends posting pictures, and I was at home just like trying to not sweat watching your pictures of you running in the marathon. So I hope you had a good weekend. One of the things that I did want to mention, in addition to it being the first day of fall, even with the rain yesterday on our Facebook page, maybe you saw these pictures of, and what's nice about the pictures we're going to show you in a second, these are young Hy-Vee employees. Most of these kids are, high school or college aged that are outside with the Hy-Vee umbrellas. We just started this a couple months ago, this umbrella service, and it's one of my favorite things ever. So when it rains here at the store, we've got these giant red umbrellas. Allow me to mime it for you in case you've never opened an umbrella in your whole life. Some of you might have a push-button umbrella. Works more like this. I've even seen umbrellas that you can push it and it closes. Those people are in the future. But we've got kind of these old-school red umbrellas, and we were happy to get customers to and fro their vehicles. And again, you're looking at a lot of high school, college-aged kids that understand. Because in 2019, ultimately, and I said this in the post, ultimately the only thing that matters, look at Jordan. Jordan's awesome. Is customer service, right? And taking care of people, because we're certainly aware that you have options on where you can shop. And we hope that you'll come here for, amongst other things, the umbrella service and the fact that we have human beings at registers. See, it's this crazy concept called human interaction. And you're shopping for your groceries doesn't mean you should have to check yourself out. Now, maybe you check yourself out in the mirror at home each morning. That's fine. I'm checking myself out on a 55-inch screen TV right now, and I'm thinking my goatee is a little wild, but again, I'm growing it out for my Halloween costume, so don't hold it against me. And by the way, for most of October, I'm going to have a mustache as preparing for my Halloween costume, and that's probably not going to go over well either. I'm just going to have to not look at the big 55-inch screen as we're doing the show, because I'll get distracted by my future mustache. Quickly, today's Mega Meat Monday here in the store. Get your fuel saver. Don't pay full price at the pump. I've got somehow 65. I think my mom uses my phone number for the fuel saver, which is awesome, because somehow I have like 65 cents on my fuel saver, and I'm going to chalk it up to my mom. This is today. 2 more Mondays, today and next Monday. Every $25 you spend, you'll get 15 cents on your fuel saver. It's fantastic. And then tomorrow, this is just crazy, and it is true. Somebody asked me this weekend, is it, let me see if I can hold that flyer up. Is it really buy one, get one free in the bakery at Hy-Vee on Tuesday? And the answer is yes. The whole bakery tomorrow, buy one, get one free, mix and match. So maybe you wanted to be nice and get some donuts for our friends at the Muscatine Art Center. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to have some donuts for myself as well. That's how it can work, right? Like I could get a dozen for me for free and then pay for a dozen to send with Melanie Alexander with the Muscatine Art Center, who is on the show right now. Melanie, is it true that you would you prefer a dozen donuts, cinnamon rolls? What would you prefer at the Muscatine Art Center?
That's a hard decision.
Well, you have to pick one dozen.
Boy, I think the cinnamon rolls sound good.
It's great to see you, by the way.
Too.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks.
So you have so much going on at the Art Center. It's unbelievable. I feel like we had all these great email exchanges, and I'm looking through all the attachments, so we're going to show most of these on the screen for the folks at home. And I just hope that people appreciate when they drive by the Muscatine Art Center, or hopefully you frequent the Muscatine Art Center. But even if not, if you're watching this and you're like, boy, I was at the Art Center for the ice cream social this summer, but I haven't been back since. You really need to at least get on social media or the website, because you guys have, I mean, one of the busiest calendars in town.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Programs for adults, kids, families.
It's unbelievable.
Lots of different, not just studio art making projects, but lots of good history programs too.
And I think that's important to note. I mean, as much as you have like incredible works of art and opportunities for people to see them and make their own, I mean, I just love, and I don't know if it's first on your list, but that Alexander Clark walking tour is super cool. There's the website on the screen. Thank you, Chad. So again, please, muscatineartcenter.org. We want you to go in, of course, but if you can jump online or on social media. This Alexander Clark walking tour is a great idea. Has it happened before, Melanie? Okay.
No. So we've asked Dan Clark to lead this tour, and Dan has been involved with Alexander Clark and that story for a long, long period of time. So who better than to lead a walking tour? And of course, with the middle school being named after Susan Clark, the timing couldn't be better. And this is a free tour. The group should meet at the parking lot there at 3rd and Chestnut Street. And it starts at 1:30. So we'll be walking that area, talking not just about Alexander Clark, but some of the other folks who lived in that area, the church in the area there. So that's on Saturday, October 5th.
Again, I mean, what a great idea, right? And to be able to get that word out and promote it, Muscatine Art Center, it makes total sense, because you want people, there's different ways that people's lives can be enriched and learning, right? I mean, maybe you've been in Muscatine your whole life and you kind of know about Alexander Clark's story, but boy, for an hour with Dan Clark, you're going to learn an awful lot. Yeah, and it's a story that I'm glad it's getting out there a little bit more. Absolutely. And the naming of the middle school is really, really nice. Well, and what was frustrating for me is that, and you saw this a lot on Facebook, people were like, "It should be called Muscatine Middle School," and it's like, and then the other comment was, if Susan Clark was so important, why didn't they teach, why didn't I learn about it when I was in school? And both comments are ignorant, by the way. And it makes total sense to name the school after her, right? An unbelievable circumstance that she found herself in as a young person, just trying to go to school and get educated, right? It's a big piece of Muscatine's history. So far ahead of Brown versus Board of Education. Right. So, I mean, Muscatine and Iowa really, really out there early with integrating schools. Yeah, so and that's a big deal. I mean, you know who should never have a school named after him? Me. I don't want that. I'd be happy with Starbucks drink named after me, a beer at Contrary, maybe a street. I don't know. But a school? No. Susan Clark? 100%. And what I always like to say is, unless somebody else has a better suggestion, and guess what? Right. Nobody had a better suggestion. So I'm happy with that result, and I know it took a lot of effort to make it happen. Right. Speaking of Contrary, you have an event at Contrary, which is super cool. It's called History on Tap. Again, and admittedly, didn't know that this was a thing, right? So I apologize, but I'm glad that you're here and that you sent me these emails. So this is coming up on Monday, October 7th. And again, what are you typically doing on a Monday? It's perfect timing, right? Yeah. So this is a first for us, too, History on Tap. And it's something that we're hoping to do maybe a few times a year. So we're starting this fall with Bill Lindsay is going to talk about the local railroads that came through Muscatine more in the 1800s, early 1900s. So we're really excited about this one. So it is a ticketed event. You can purchase tickets in advance. It's $10 in advance, $15 at the door. The program is October 7th, starts at 5:30. Awesome. Your ticket price includes 1 pint of beer. So you can, if you haven't been into Contrary for a while, or you just really into railroad history, it's also a way for us to generate some income for our Friends organization. So the Friends organization, I don't know if everybody knows what that group does, but they really support the educational mission of the Muscatine Art Center. So
they're just out there raising money to help cover the cost of some classes, help pay for salary for our program coordinator. When school buses are arriving at the Muscatine Art Center, if they're from a Muscatine school, then the Friends organization actually pays for the bus.
Yeah.
So, and right now, a lot of our kids programming is all free. So it's
super exciting. So the Friends do a lot of good. This event is awesome. Contrary located right across from railroad tracks.
Right.
So that all, I mean, right. I mean, I don't know if that was part of the planning or just by happenstance with Contrary's location, but that's great. And Mark and Robin that own Contrary, like, yes, they've hosted a lot of great events and fundraisers, and I love this History on Tap. A fun way to learn.
Yeah.
Right? And again, another way that the Art Center can get involved and letting people know exactly what's going on. And then you're coming to Hy-Vee, speaking of the Friends, taking over the store, which is a lot of fun, and that's something that we're kind of rolling out here at Hy-Vee as a fun way to raise funds as a store takeover night where you can literally, give you a key to the front door and all that. This is coming up on Tuesday, October 29th, a couple of days before Halloween, so a great opportunity to maybe get that Halloween candy for trick-or-treaters. I've been told my new neighborhood is one of those destinations for trick-or-treating, so I think we're going to have a lot of candy. 5% of grocery purchases from 6 to 9 will go to the Friends of the Muscatine Art Center, which is super exciting, right? And do you know, Melanie, how many people make up the Friends? Is it? I mean, I don't expect like you to have a number, but
yeah. So the Friends is a separate nonprofit organization. It has a small board. I think 5-6 people serving on that board right now. But then we also have people who just come out and volunteer for events, whether that's a Friends event or a Muscatine Art Center event. And then it's also a membership-based organization. So there are about 100 or so members of Friends altogether.
Wow,
so,
it's fantastic.
Or households,
All right, so as far as stuff, you guys come in. We're having that thing where people come in. Yeah, so as far as different things coming up at the Muscatine Art Center, there's a lot to unpack there. And I know that one of the things that I'm excited about that, again, I saw when you were emailing me is the Iowa History on the Mobile Museum.
Oh, yeah.
This is super cool. So a mobile museum, right, if you've never experienced it, and I don't know if this was the same, I feel like a couple of years ago there was maybe it was a library museum or something that Munster Public Library had out in front. And I'd never been on a bus that was like a museum. And I'm not saying it's the exact same thing, but it sure looks like it. So the Iowa History on the Move Mobile Museum is coming to Muscatine, right?
That's right, yeah. It's it'll be open during our regular Muscatine Art Center business hours, Wednesday, October 9th through Sunday, October 13th.
Cool.
So it's a step-on tour. There's a little bit of information in there about Alexander Clark, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll hit on some Muscatine history, even though this is something coming from the State Historical Society of Iowa, and we have not hosted this before, so we're super excited. The State Historical Society reached out and said, "Hey, would you like to have it?" And we're absolutely.
Yes, of course.
So
we have the space. So is it going to be on Mulberry?
It'll be in our parking lot on Cedar.
Perfect. Okay, I was wondering you're just going to park it right on Mulberry. You can't miss it that way. Might take up a little bit of room, but when you see that, I mean, look at the size of that, right?
Yep.
That is super cool. So again, bringing history to different communities across the state. I like that they called you. You didn't even have to call them, right? That's got to make you feel pretty good.
I think they're trying to get the mobile museum in every county in Iowa. So they've got a pretty packed schedule. We're glad to be part of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's wonderful. And then, so that's coming up again October 9th through the 13th at the Muscatine Art Center in the parking lot off Cedar Street is where you'll find that. You won't be able to miss it, the giant bus museum. Where do you want to go next? Because
there's always a lot going on. So we have our usual mini masters classes, which those are for kids about 2 to 6, 7 years old. They happen Wednesday mornings at 9:30 and also Thursday afternoons at 3:30. So there's a theme for every month. Let's see. So in October, they're focusing on some famous artists. Each week then has a specific book. So October 2nd and 3rd, there's a story about Marc Chagall.
Great.
And later in October, there's George O'Keeffe. So a couple artists who are represented in our collection as well. So this class meets with, they start with an intro activity, a quick art project, and then they move into the book, and then they do a larger project, and sometimes there's a take-home activity. So
that's super cool.
Yeah, and it's a free program. So
right, again, free programming for your kids. School's back. You're looking for something for them to do, and even if they're not in school, right? That's why you have it during the week in the morning, but also obviously for the times after school makes total sense. The National Taco Day was interesting because I saw that in the email and I was like, Taco Day at the Art Center. Do you want people to show up with like a bunch of tacos? And it's a little bit more than that. We're gonna put this on the screen
they
for
can
you.
come to us and build their own taco.
Right.
So we did a National Taco Day a few years ago, and there's a fun book called Dragons Don't Eat Tacos. So at some point we'll read that book while the kids are there. It's mostly an event for kids, but adults are welcome to stop in too. So you can enjoy a taco, and then there's a fun project to make. So this is another free event trying to hit the after-school crowd. So if folks are hungry, Friday, October 4th after school.
Awesome. It's like, it makes total sense. And if you're just a hungry adult that maybe is an empty nester, volunteer to take one of the neighbor kids.
There you go.
Hey, listen, I'll take them to the art center, and dinner's on me. You don't have to worry about it. But again, like that. And for people that are watching that are thinking, wait, you're having a taco event? Yes, bringing people in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And being able to be something for everyone, which is tough. But I think you really do a good job at the Muscatine Art Center is having different type of programming and events to get all walks of life. Because, you don't want people to think of the Art Center in a box, right? You want to be able to do and host different things, from a giant mobile museum to building a taco and enjoying it. Because, by the way, after you're enjoying that taco, you're probably going to take a stroll and maybe you'll notice something that you haven't.
The exhibitions. And right. So, of course, we always have changing exhibitions on view. The house is beautiful. We're not too far out from having it decorated for the holidays, if you think about it.
Well, listen, I have Halloween lights on my house right now, and the fake graveyard or whatever. So my kids want to go all out for that. Speaking of the exhibitions, like as far as what's coming up, and again, there's a lot to unpack. So I don't know which order you want to go in, or if you have an order you prefer. But let's see. So is it? Jacob, how do you say his last name? Reese. Jacob Reese. How the Other Half Lives. That's going to be more towards November.
Yeah,
right?
That's coming up in November.
Look at that.
So this is our first time hosting. It's a National Endowment for the Humanities on the Road exhibition. So that exhibition is going to take up one floor of the Stanley Gallery. Wow. And then while that's up, we're spotlighting Oscar Grossheim. So we're talking about photography. We're talking a little bit about the experience of growing up in Iowa from 1900 to 1925. So we're getting a great national exhibition, and then we're also focusing on our local history. So, and this was a fun exhibition to work on. The perspectives on childhood, the photographs by Oscar Grossheim. There are so many just knockout photographs in that collection. So I hope people really enjoy seeing those. And
Melanie, is that, so those photographs, was that something that somebody else put together, or did you guys put that? Because I don't know, and maybe that's a dumb question.
No, we're doing that too.
Right? Wow, that's cool.
Yep.
That's
so
super exciting.
For that exhibition, we received a grant from Humanities Iowa to hire a scholar. She's a professor at Cornell College to help us with talking about childhood in Iowa during that period of 1900 to 1925. So then our staff went through and took essays that this professor wrote, broke it down into manageable amounts of information, and put images with it. So there's going to be, I think, 8 or so graphic panels, and then another 30 images and we're pulling out some of our historic toys, some kids' clothing from the time period. So cool. It's going to be really fun.
You said 1900 to 1925.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, what a totally different time that was, and to be able to have that And yeah, it's one thing to have great images, but then again, to have things that are tangible, not that you want people necessarily handling items from that long ago, but I mean, it's kind of a trip when you can see that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think about my grandma that was born in like 1913 or something like,
Oh,
so
sure,
what a
yeah.
different experience
Yeah.
she had. We're doing a talk show in a grocery store, right? I mean, what a time to be alive. Maybe someday this will be at the Muscatine Arts Center in a time capsule or something. And then as far as whether it's in October or November, have I missed anything that we should mention? I mean, there's a whole
there's lots of things.
Yeah.
You've talked about Halloween a couple times.
Yes.
So this Halloween, October 31st, falls on a Thursday.
Sure.
So the Art Center is open late on a Thursday.
Ooh.
So for the kids who are in our neighborhood, if they want to trick or treat at the Art Center, we'll have somebody stationed outside towards
that's
Mulberry.
Genius.
So you can drop in and I know people are busy on Halloween night, but we will be open, so you can just pick up a craft and a treat to take home.
Is the Art Center haunted? If we're talking about Halloween, I mean, it's a fair question, right? Have you had any experiences? Has it ever been investigated by paranormal?
No, I've never
investigators?
had any experiences with something there. So
Do you find yourself as a non-believer?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. All right. I worked at a radio station in Davenport that was an old funeral home. 100% haunted. Without a question of a doubt, that place was haunted by people that are living and deceased. So, but I just wonder with the Art Center, as far as that, nothing paranormal going on. You've never come out of a room and the doors closed, the lights on.
No, I haven't had
Keep an
any
eye
experience
on Katie,
like that.
making sure she's not, manipulating things. Listen, you never know, right? I mean, how long of the building, the house at least, how long has the house been there?
The house was built in 1908.
It's 100% haunted, Melanie. Come on. Listen, let me bring my investigative team there. We won't touch anything. I guarantee you there's some stuff going bump in the night. Nothing bad. They're probably maybe they just want to take in all the different exhibits that are.
Maybe.
All right, so Halloween, that's super exciting. That's on a Thursday. Kind of times out well. And by the way, Mulberry, one of the most traveled streets for trick-or-treating. So definitely put Muscatine Art Center on your list as far as where you're going to stop. All right, what else can we mention while we've got you?
Let's see. We've started also the first Saturday each month, a drop-in tour. So if you want to get caught up on the history of the house and haven't had that experience, that's something you just show up at 1:30 the first Saturday of the month. So in October, it's October 5th.
Awesome.
That's at 1:30. And then on the second Saturday of the month, we have drop-in art. So that is anytime between 1:30 and 3:30. So that's second Saturday. This time it will be October 12th. And then I just showed a few things on the screen. We have our ornament competition coming back this year.
Cool.
So the ornaments, we're also looking for artists, crafters, other people to submit an ornament for the competition. We have a panel of judges, and they actually award cash prizes.
Oh my gosh.
So the ornaments are that are in the competition, they're gifted, and then we have people come and purchase the ornaments. The ornaments will be on view November 15th through December 15th.
Wow.
And then we also have started an artist pop-up shop for the holidays. So that also opens November 15th, and it'll be up through January 5th. And, last year was the first year that we did the pop-up shop. We had all different types of stuff. Jewelry, holiday decorations, quilts, fine art prints, just a whole big range.
It's just a really good idea because, if you can purchase something for someone that was made locally by someone else, that's pretty powerful, right?
Right.
So that was a great idea, and I'm glad that that's coming back.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was a success.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So, it's gone over really well, and those are the pop-up shop. And the ornament competition support the Friends of the Muscatine Art Center. So that all goes back into education at the Muscatine Art Center. And the first people to have the opportunity to purchase either things in the pop-up shop or the ornament competition are those that attend the holiday open house. So that's on November 15th.
So you get first dibs if you show up on the 15th for the holiday open house.
Yeah, and
Good.
that's a ticketed event too, and it's a fundraiser for the Friends organization as well.
So there's so much going on.
Yeah. There's a lot going on this time of year.
And I don't know if this time of year is busier, or if that's not the right way to put it. And there's always something going on at the Muscatine Art Center, but my gosh.
Yeah, and we haven't even touched on the adult studio classes. There's a couple of them there. Veda Baker teaches classes on Thursday nights. Katie Lose has started teaching a class on a Thursday night too. So Veda does more watercolor, acrylics. Katie gets into more do-it-yourself types of projects. And we've also have this wonderful partnership with Living Proof Exhibit. So that is an organization based out of the Quad Cities, and they provide creative sessions, kind of art therapy sessions for people who have been touched by cancer. So for the sessions themselves, if you've had a cancer diagnosis, if somebody in your family has, if you've lost someone to cancer, if you work with cancer patients as part of your job, then you're eligible to come to these free sessions, and those are really, really wonderful. The next one is it's giving thankful trees, I think. And that's coming up in October.
Living Proof.
Yeah, Living Proof exhibit.
Idea.
Our current exhibition is actually a juried show, and everybody who's exhibiting in that show has either they have cancer or their cancer's in remission. So
is it that right there, Living Proof, at the top of that pamphlet?
Yes.
Visualization of hope. Wow.
Yeah, that's the title of their exhibition.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's there now and runs through November 3rd.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, there we go, right there on the website.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so for the folks at home that maybe want to check that out, I didn't know. That's powerful to be able to bring people in to kind of have that shared experience. Wow.
And part of the exhibition is there's an artist statement, and so you get a little glimpse into what's going on and you know the minds of these folks that are using art as an outlet to cope with their diagnosis.
I want you to, and I didn't even tell Chad this. So Chad, if we go to the Hy-Vee Facebook page, I made a post on Friday that showed off some of my skills, and I would just like you to consider maybe if you want to put on display these fuel saver signs that I created. So, all right, so Chad, we're going to scroll down a little bit, and this is going to be embarrassing because it's so good, and we'll see what Melanie thinks, and maybe we can have an installment. All right, so keep scrolling down. There's us on the show right now, which is kind of fun. So we have these fuel saver sign-ups. A little bit more. You'll know when you see it. Just past the Truitt family and that one. There we go. All right. Now, maybe the one with the smiley face, we could go full screen. Now, listen, Melanie, I understand you can start the bid at $500,000 for this one-of-a-kind fuel saver sign-up. Can you just give me your opinion? Does it look like a 7-year-old did it? Should I just have had my 7-year-old make that?
Depends on the 7-year-old.
Yeah, would you say that's more abstract? Is there a style for what I have?
I like it. Yeah. I like that you put the little, I don't know what you call that, that face on there.
It's Phil. Wait, go back, Chad. What do you mean?
It caught
he
your
has
eye.
a name. It's Phil Fuel Saver. Thank you.
Fuel Saver.
Right now,
that's very, very clever.
See where I stopped, Melanie, is I thought after I wrote Phil Fuel Saver, I was gonna make that be on like his shirt, and I was like, I could just go, but then I thought. It's going to be, is it too busy? Do you think that sign is too busy?
No.
I mean, I'm never.
But I think that was a good call not doing the whole shirt. So
I can never make stuff like this, right? I'm not saying this is worthy of being at the Muscatine Art Center either. But I would just like you to know, should you ever find yourself needing another local person to exhibit their stuff, I'm available. And the thing is, like, I cannot play any instruments, and I know I still have time to learn, right? I'm only 36. And I would say I'm a decent writer. I've written poetry and have that little column in the Discover Muscatine newspaper, which I like to do. It's a creative outlet for me. But I come from a family of my dad's dad, my late Grandpa Joe, is an unbelievable painter, right? Unbelievable painter. His cousin or his brother was an artist, and then his nephew, my great cousin Frank, was an artist for a long time. Has done a lot of stuff where he designed Precious Moments figurines and. So I have some pretty skilled people in my family, and then there's this guy with Phil Fuel Saver over here. So I just like to think that, but I don't get discouraged by that either, and I would totally love to go to one of the classes with Veda and just try.
Oh right? And that's a lot of it. Just try, have fun, enjoy it.
I know it's not going to be, it's not going to turn out that well, but at least it's and a lot of it is just whether you're great or not, nobody really cares. The social aspect, going to a place like the Muscatine Art Center, having a shared experience with someone, a group of people. Yeah. But then if you are talented, please keep doing it. But for me, at least, I know that I'm never going to, I don't know, I'll try anything, right? That's how I feel.
That's a good approach.
And my boss needed a fuel saver table set up. I offered to do the signs, and guess what? Yeah. It went okay, I would say. Melanie's like, that is you would have rather I said, that was my 7-year-old.
I don't think the 7-year-old would have come up with fuel saver.
That's right.
So, that's good.
Well, that's where you get the seasoned 36-year-old. All right, muscatineartcenter.org is the website. I feel like the website isn't new.
It is new. It is
really
new.
Nice.
Yeah. Lots of information on there now.
I noticed it the other day, and I thought, my gosh, it looks great. And of course, on social media, look at that page. Oh, it's just, the images are so great. It's a very easy to navigate website. I mean, just look right there. Everything you need. Hours, collections, exhibitions, events, and classes. And if we scroll down just a hair, Chad, since 1965, look at that, right? So a little bit of history.
You can get our history, and there are a couple videos that are part of the website too. Wow. So you can, catch up on the Musser family history, what the Art Center does today.
You have a very unique job, and I know that you don't take it for granted because you really get to be a part of so many wonderful, whether it's something coming in from out of town or out of state or out of the country, to stuff in our own backyard. I mean, we just in 25 minutes kind of gave you just a little
there's
sampler.
A lot going, and
That's
a lot
wonderful.
of things that are planned out really far.
Yes, absolutely.
We have exhibitions coming. We've got things booked through 2023. So
Holy mackerel.
It's a
wow. Well, definitely come back on the show whenever it makes sense. And in the meanwhile, if you're watching, muscatineartcenter.org or on social media, so that you don't miss out on all of the. I mean, we covered so much ground.
Yeah.
Since till 2023, though.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess you have to though, right? With the traveling.
And some exhibitions, if you don't book them early, then you lose your opportunity.
Sure.
Yep.
And again, having experiences like this in Muscatine, very important. And if you're a lover of the arts and you're like, I've been going to the Muscatine Art Center my whole life, or if you're recently moved or transplanted or whatever, again, it's nice to know that you don't have to go out of town.
Right.
It's such a big deal, right? I mean, to preserve the arts and to have opportunities to get into the Art Center and see these incredible pieces. I love the perspectives on childhood. That seems like it's going to be very fascinating.
Yeah, it is going to be a good one.
Anytime you can see, I mean, just that one image from between 1900 and 1925, boy, it puts things into perspective. Right. And I think about how many pictures I took of my kids this weekend, and then you look at these images from 1900s, 1925, and it's a trip. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. The website is awesome. Please jump on muscatineartcenter.org or on social media to see what's coming up, and make it a point to go see Melanie and everybody, and especially on Halloween, right? I love that. It's such a great idea. And then we'll find out, maybe on Halloween, if the Art Center is haunted. I'm telling you, even if it isn't, you say that it is, it brings people in, and then you can just trick, oh, look at that coffee cup, it just tipped over. I would be curious to know, because it could be another thing, right?
Yeah.
Like the library is working on this haunted thing, like a haunted tour in Muscatine, because it brings people, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you let me have Tony Tone's Haunted Art Center. And we don't turn it into a haunted house. I'm saying investigating
just
it.
a guided tour of haunted places.
Whatever we have to do to bring people in, right?
Yep.
While drinking a contrary beer. All right, let's go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam in the snack aisle, showing you a couple of different things, which is kind of fun to see. The culinary tours product, those are fun, right? Hy-Vee brought in the culinary tours a couple of years ago, and then combos right next to it. If you're ever in the mood for just a thing of combos, right? Pizza flavored combos. Boy, I don't know how I feel about that. As a pizza snob from the Chicago area, pizza combos, well, maybe I could get around it. You know, I've always liked combos just fine. I never want to know how combos are made, right? You ever watch some of those shows? They're like, this is how it's made. Like, I don't really need to know how combos were made. I just need to know I can go to Hy-Vee and get a bag of combos and call it a day. Maybe a little diet squirt, because I'm trying to watch my sugar. Diet squirt, by the way, no sugar in this. Sugar-free pump of vanilla espresso. I know it looks like a milkshake. People have given me the business over the time we've been doing this show. It's sugar-free. It's just marvelous, too. All right, Steve has the Toyota of Muscatine cart camera, and he is going to go towards the bakery, fighting off a little bit of a migraine. Not Steve, me, that is. Never get headaches, never get migraines. Got one last night. Brutal. I can totally empathize now with people that get migraines and headaches. Holy smokes. I didn't know what was going on. So I don't know if you deal with that, but we've lost Steve, everybody. Oh, no. Steve was taken. And now we have to call Liam Neeson to try and get Steve back. I will find you, and I will get you. Steve, please come back. We're going to talk about the BOGO in the bakery. The bakery BOGO. Say it with me. Bakery BOGO. Bakery BOGO. Look at the O's. They're cinnamon rolls and donuts. Come on. This is tomorrow. The whole bakery, buy one, get one free. And the running joke, and this is, whether it's a joke or not, you know, I got a cake yesterday for my anniversary from the bakery here at Hy-Vee. And as I was putting in the order on Friday, one of my coworkers said, you know, we've had people ask if they could buy one, get one free wedding cakes. And right, the answer is yes, you know, equal or lesser value. So keep that in mind. But the entire bakery is BOGO. So you could buy one cinnamon roll. I don't know if we sell them individually. Maybe. Buy one cinnamon roll, get one free. You could buy a dozen donuts and then get another dozen free. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm expecting it to just be pandemonium over there. And we're going to have a real live panda. So it's going to be legitimately pandemonium. Panda. So that'll be exciting. Tomorrow, the entire bakery goes BOGO. Don't know what to expect, but I would just say this. Don't show up at 8 o'clock tomorrow night and be surprised if the bakery doesn't look the same as it does at 8 o'clock in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they'll be working tirelessly to make sure that they've got enough breads and cupcakes and muffins and donuts and cakes and all of that. I know the bakery crew, they'll be on it. But I'm just saying, don't show up at 8:30 and go, what do you mean? You don't have anything? Like, get here earlier if you can for the bakery BOGO sale. Today is Mega Meat Monday. I don't want to neglect the fact that the Mega Meat Monday is going on. 2 more Mondays, today and next Monday. That's it. Can you believe that we're almost done with September? It almost doesn't make sense. But yes, so today you can come to the store, spend $25 at the meat department, seafood department, or at the deli, 15 cents on your fuel saver. Or if you spend more than that, you'll save more than that, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love a good Mega Meat Monday. Don't pay full price at the pump. Earn on your fuel saver right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. And we've also got bingo, speaking of right here. Tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Almost forgot. Long day for me. Right now it is 9/11. Got bingo 7 p.m. tonight. Free to play bingo right here in the Market Grill Express. You can see the draft beer behind me. And Chris, draft beer is half price tonight. Appetizers are half price. And we have a lot of fun with bingo. Just show up. That's all I ask. I forgot to mention it on Friday. But in my defense, it was a busy Friday. And it'll be fun for bingo tonight. It's totally family friendly, by the way. I know it's a little bit later with it being at 7 o'clock. But I do start on time. I'm a stickler. If anything, I try to be on time with things. And yeah, I mean, we give out a lot of Hy-Vee gift cards as bingo prizes. So $5 or $10 gift card each bingo you win. You could win multiple times, right? We've had bingo nights where people have walked out of here with $25 in Hy-Vee gift cards because that's just the way that bingo went. So good for them. Yeah, and I will say this, you know, don't feel bad like if you miss a bingo night, because we're going to keep events like that going on. And we want to bring you into the Market Grill Express to have a good time, because we know the food here is great, right? I know that. It's just, no doubt, it's just delightful. So come in and see us tonight. And if not tonight, put this on your calendar. October 5th, Saturday morning, 9 to 11 a.m., right here in the Market Grill Express. Herky the Hawkeye is coming in hot with breakfast with Herky. I can't wait for this. Awesome opportunity. If you're an Iowa Hawkeye fan, bring the kids. You can see on the screen, you can have the breakfast buffet, $8.99 for adults, includes your fountain drink, $4.99 for kids 10 and under, includes their fountain drink, and then kids 2 and under eat for free. Get a picture with Herky the Hawkeye. And I'll say this, you know, you can RSVP if you want, for sure. Call 563-264-2420. Ask for the Market Grill Express. Breakfast with Herky, Saturday, October 5th, 9 to 11. Did I schedule breakfast with Herky on the same day as my daughter's first birthday party? I did. But did I know that breakfast with Herky was happening before it was my daughter's first birthday party? I also knew that too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. October 5th. So from like 9 to 10, we'll have Herky in here. Okay? Herky will be here. Wow, I'm looking at myself. My mustache coming in good. Coming in good. It's coming in good. So Herky will be here 9 to 10. And then from like 10 to 11, Herky's going to be bagging groceries. Herky's going to be walking across the store. Herky is going to be boxing Steve in the aisle. Huh? I like catching Steve off guard sometimes. Herky the Hawkeye in the house. This is super fun, right? I'm telling you, we did this like a year and a half ago, and it went over well. Kids loved it. Adults loved it. I remember at one point, Herky found somebody with an Iowa State hat on and playfully stole the Iowa State hat, right? So that was awesome, and I'm looking forward for that event on October 5th. It'll be great. Will Herky the Hawkeye get a flu shot? I don't know. Steve, you think a giant Herky the Hawkeye needs a flu shot? Maybe. Herky could get a 20-cent fuel saver. And Herky knows that influenza is not something to take lightly. So join Herky the Hawkeye mascot in getting a flu shot. You know what? I might have Herky promote flu shots for me. He doesn't say a lot, Herky the Hawkeye, but he could certainly hold up a sign. Get your flu shot, get a 20-cent fuel saver. Take it from Herky, right? Is that what it's going to take for you to get that flu shot, is Herky the Hawkeye? Well, then, by gosh, we're going to make it happen for you. In the meanwhile, we want you to get the flu shot. There is a confirmed case of influenza in Muscatine County. Influenza is very serious, and the flu shot is, you know, easy to get. I mean, you don't have to make an appointment here at Hy-Vee. Walk in, get it right here in the arm, 20-cent fuel saver. Always have a pharmacist on staff. I think Nicole is over there right now. So if you were watching this at 9:15 in the morning and you were like, you know what, Tony's right, I got to get the flu shot, you could come into the store right now and she'll get you taken care of. And until the pharmacy closes, there is always a pharmacist on staff that can give you a shot. It's that easy. Yep. I mean, listen, I had a physical last week. Let's get physical. Come on and get physical. And at the physical, my nurse was like, do you need the flu shot? And I said, no, I got it already. And she's like, did you get it at work? And I said, I did get it at work, and I got a fuel saver at the same time. And I'm not even that smart. So take it from me. Get your flu shot, get the fuel saver, and stay healthy, okay? All right, a couple other things to mention, and we'll get out of here. I want to remind you about tomorrow and Thursday going to Wapello. Hello, Wapello. Aisles Online. Grocery shopping from your phone, from the website. It's super easy to use. Don't feel bad if you use Aisles Online. Take advantage of it. We've got a whole crew of people that are here right now doing shopping, so you don't have to. On Friday, I think they did over 60 orders or something. It was unbelievable, the volume of orders they turned out with Aisles Online. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we go to Wapello. and we meet folks with groceries from 7 to 8 p.m. It's been a nice thing to do for the folks in Wapello because their local store closed about a year ago, which is unfortunate. But we go to Wapello Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 till 8. Look for the Hy-Vee vehicles. And coming soon, a brand new giant Hy-Vee Aisles Online vehicle. I think this thing is big. Like, when it gets here, maybe when it shows up, I'm not saying it's going to show up right now. I'm gesturing towards the parking lot. But when it gets here, perhaps we'll take you on a tour of the new vehicle on this show. All right, do we have the Toyota of Muscatine caught camera? Steve took it over to Toyota Muscatine. They gave it a little bit of a tune-up, right? I don't know what accent this is, but just roll with it. It's Monday. And here goes Steve in that 2019 Toyota grocery cart. It's a hybrid. It's Steve-powered. Cruising through the produce department. Don't cry when you see those onions, Steve. I know, listen. When was the last time you were cutting onions? It started tearing up. So we're going to go towards the bakery, getting ready for tomorrow's big BOGO event. If you're watching on Facebook, listen, the whole bakery tomorrow, buy one, get one free. You can kind of see the cheese shop over there. I like this. You know, I feel like you love the perspective of the cart cam unless you're prone to getting motion sickness. Then the cart cam is like, you don't like that. There's a certified cheese professional, Don Fisher. And here comes the bakery, everybody, coming in hot. Imagine how much product is going to be sold tomorrow when it's BOGO. I don't normally get 2 things a pumpernickel, but it is buy one, get one free after all. I don't. Whoa, look at that. Man, that is such a trip, isn't it? Like, I felt like we were going to crash, but no, we're good. There's that donut case. Oh, what a week to try and kick sugar, Tony. Who would do that? Who would restart a diet when everything in their bakery is BOGO tomorrow? Who would do that? Me. Everything you see right there, buy one, get one free. Cannolis, got it. Cupcakes, got it. Cakes, you bet. The cake that I had to make yesterday, it was fantastic. It was a red velvet cake with the cream cheese frosting. I'm going to, Chad, I'm going to airdrop you a picture. Let me find this. Here we go. So they made this cake for me in the bakery. I'll also send you these flowers because the floral shop did an awesome job. It's my anniversary yesterday, 7 years. So we love red velvet cake at the house. And the bakery, check this out. Look at that. Like, and if you're counting along at home, and let's all do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 roses. Because it was my 7th anniversary, get it? And we showed you on the show on Friday that the gift for 7 years is copper. I didn't do that. Did I send you a picture? That was my Saturday night at Analog Arcade Bar, everybody. That's funny. I think I sent the flower picture. There we go. Awesome. Yes, Saturday night we were at Analog Arcade Bar in Davenport, which is awesome. Look at the floral shop. Again, what did I tell him? This isn't just for me. I'm not special. Here's what I told him on Friday. And I'll imitate myself.
Hey, Amber, can you, I got my 7th anniversary on Sunday. Can you give me 7 roses and then, like, make it look good?
That's what I said. And look at what happened. Look at that. I told him my budget, $3 million, $30, if I'm being honest. I said, say I've got $30 to work with. What can you do? 7 roses, 7 years. And you know what? I trust him. Because this up here, this ain't never going to have, like, oh, that'll look good together. You know, I'm never going to make a bouquet of flowers for you. But I know that my coworkers are great. They're rock stars over there, just like they are in the bakery. I can't say enough about them, you know? So if you need it, if you can dream it up, they'll execute it for you. I promise you that. All right. We probably have a job board. I haven't checked my email. Can we go back to the cart cam and I'll check my email and see if we've got there we go. We see the job board. I'm going to forward this to Chad really quick and then we'll take care of business. Ooh, my nose is itching. Is somebody thinking about me? Oh, you know what? I bet it's a donut thinking about me right now. Silly donut. Stop thinking about me during the show, you rascal. All right, job board email coming in hot. Our friends at Team Staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard, across from Happy Joe's. They're going to get you all taken care of. Seriously, is somebody thinking about me? Chris, you thinking about me? My nose is going crazy over here. Is it one of my mustache hairs tickling my... Am I tickling my own nose? What's happening right now? Oh, what did they put in this espresso? Oh, it's marvelous. Oh, I can't even taste the Baileys. All right, so team stat. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Sometimes I make jokes on this show. Sometimes it's serious. Sometimes there's a little comedy. And today's a little bit of both. I'm also trying to not get a migraine. I told you I never get headaches, and I had a migraine last night, and it was just terrible. So just bear with me, will you? All right, let's get somebody a job. If it's you or someone you know looking for an opportunity, our friends at Team Staffing, they have them. They have an abundance of jobs, as a matter of fact, probably over 100 as we're sitting here. So tell somebody that you know that's looking for a job to reach out to Team Staffing and call Katie. Man, it's just like the side of my head. What do you do with this? I don't even know. This is TSI Enterprises. Great opportunities from process operator to lab tech maintenance, 563-316-9254. You know somebody that wouldn't mind making $20 an hour? Have them call Katie and get that job today. Maybe it's not that one. Maybe you're thinking, well, there's another opportunity that I would like even more than that. Well, how about this? Production labor. Brooke McCullough will be on the show later this week. We love Brooke. First and second shift, 563-316-7636 or careers at teamssi.com. Maybe I talk too fast. Is that why I get a headache? Should I talk slower? Last but not least, Mary, quite contrary. Mary has openings for you, project inspector, telecom crew. Call or text Mary today, 563-316-7634. Should I text Mary hello right now? Keep her number up there for me, Chad, 563-7634. We're going to do this. Hi, Mary. Not Mart. Hi, Mary. It's Tony Tone. Just testing the text feature. Send. There you go. I just sent Mary a text. We'll see if she replies. Wouldn't that be something if she was right on it? Stop texting me at work. Wait, no, she didn't say that. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Mary. Hey, but it says call or text. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Jake Hardman trying to give me the business. This is why I don't look at my text messages when I'm doing this show. What else do we have on here? Fantastic. All right. Thank you to Melanie Alexander with the Muscatine Art Center for coming on the show. There is a lot going on, y'all, at the Muscatine Art Center between now and, well, she told us they have exhibits booked until 2023. That's a long way out. So please go to muscatineartcenter.org. New website, looks great. Also on social media. I mean, from a mobile history museum coming in October to the walking tour with Alexander Clark, led by Dan Clark, on October 5th. History on Tap, a contrary, October 7th. There's a lot happening connected to the Muscatine Art Center, and I encourage you to learn more at muscatineartcenter.org. Thank you, Melanie Alexander, for being here. We appreciate your time. This is all that matters tomorrow, y'all. BOGO Bakery. I plan on taking a walk tomorrow. Unless this headache is still here. It's back here now. It's happening. Somebody put a chip in the back of my head. Chocolate chip, preferably, if you're going to put a chip in my head. Bakery BOGO tomorrow. Everything in the bakery, buy one, get one free, equal or lesser value. Maybe you normally just have 4 donuts. Have 8, because you're going to get 4 for free. Or maybe I challenge you to do this. This is when I start to get my perspective kicks in. Maybe you're going to buy a dozen donuts for the office, and you're like, I don't know what to do with another dozen donuts. Drop it off at MCSA. Not a bad idea, right? I've had worse ideas. I just, maybe eating 8 donuts in a day is a worse idea. Why not pay it forward? You're going to get 5 cinnamon rolls. Take 5 to MCSA. Take 5 to the Mission. Sharon Phillips. They could use it, right? Who else could use it? I don't know. They got dog treats in the bakery. I think they do. I think there's a little thing on the would that apply? Probably. Maybe you take all of those to the to the Humane Society. So I think there can be some good that comes out of this BOGO. Outside of you just nom. Oh, that cake was wonderful. And I donated a cake. Nom cake. I mean, I think that might be the smartest thought that's come out of my mouth today. Pay it forward on the BOGO. Get the donuts and the cinnamon rolls and everything else for yourself, and then take the free one to somebody that could use it. And I know that maybe sweets aren't part of a balanced diet, but, I also know that for folks that are struggling, they probably don't get to enjoy things like this that often. So I would encourage you to do that. I think that's a good idea. Maybe we'll start something, right? You know, when I was on the radio station here, we would give away turkeys around Thanksgiving. And I was always impressed by the people that would win turkeys. I usually gave away like 60 turkeys on the radio. And more than half of those one year all got donated to MCSA in various places. So I know that there's a lot of generous folks out there, and that's not a bad thought. And if you don't, by the way, feel free. You just want to get 2 dozen donuts for yourself and pay for one of them, do it. You want to share donuts with these guys tomorrow when they're buy one, get one free? That's not a bad idea either. So just don't miss out on this. It's going to be an awesome thing for sure, and I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust with the aisle camera, Toyota Muscatine with the cart cam, and Team Staffing with the job board, right? What a fun little Monday show we've had. And Melanie Alexander, Muscatine Arts Center, great guest, muscatineartcenter.org is her website. All right, we will see you live at 8:30 on Tuesday, tomorrow the 24th. Today's the first day of fall. Hello, fall. Look at how nice it is. I mean, it's just sunny. There's not one cloud in the sky. The whole weekend it rained. Man, there was so much stuff that happened. People were going over the edge of the Laurel Building in torrential rain to raise money for Big Brothers and Special Olympics. Don't tell me that there's not anything going on in this town or that people aren't making a difference. They are, right? That's just one example. The Amy Meyer bike ride happened in the rain. Right? The Jessica Piney event happened in the rain. They moved it inside to the brew. So, and that's just a handful, right? Hannah Howard had the Swamp Stomp in the rain yesterday. People still showed up. It's a lot of good. All right, let's get out of here before I say something too ridiculous. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.